Welcome to Lizards of the Toast, and this is important because this is my pet deck. Yes, it is the Gruul Prowess, and it has had some changes. And we will leave a link to the deck list. Um, it's lean, it's mean, it's a fighting machine, and just to show you here, let's take a look at these Manamorphose tokens we got here. We got a couple of red, we got a red and a green, we got two green. We got a couple of red again. Isn't that fun? Don't you love that? And these look cool. They're lands, but guess what? They're not lands. They're art cards. So, thank you, Harry, for those. Thank you, Harry. All right, let's get right through here. We'll go through this quickly because this deck is just redundant on this channel at this point. You guys are like, every deck is redundant on this channel. Well, we're nothing if not consistent. So Dr. C, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil 1. That's one that you never want to forget to do. Always check yourself on that because you may just win the game with what you have up there. So Delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, Dragon's Rage Channeler gets +2/+2, has flying, and attacks each combat if able. So we have 1, 2, 3, a 4, Dr. C. We have Mona the Swift, of course. We will just pick these up. All right. There we go. I like that better. Getting right in there. Look at that. Look how close we are. We have Mona the Swift. Everybody knows what she does. She's quick, and she has prowess. We have the Soulscar Mage. Now, the Soulscar Mage is pretty cool. That removing counters thing from creatures is what keeps 4 of these and not 3 of these in this deck. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So removing those counters is key. So 4 Soulscars. We have the Slickshot Show-Off. Man, the art I love to hate. I actually love it now. I hated it so bad I loved it. I have globular thinking, I guess, because this artwork. But yes. I love the flying, I love the haste, I love the plot, the +2/+0. This is probably like the hottest card to come out for Prowess in years. Probably since I'd say, gosh, man, Amonkhet for sure with well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because it's not a prowess creature. And I can't even compare this to the other creature I was thinking, which is the one we're coming up to next. So 1, 2, 3, 4 slick shots to plot. Plot the slick shot. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! See, that's what cowboy, eagle, wizard, birdman say. In case you guys didn't know. Now here's the other creature I didn't mention as a prowess creature. Because it's not. Kind of like Slickshot isn't. But this creature is often overlooked in these prowess decks. Because everybody just looks at this half of this. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a 1/1 counter on the druid. So it gets counters. Decent. It's okay. But Seek the Beast, that's an instant adventure right there. So on our opponent's turn, we can play that. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until your next turn, or next end step, excuse me. You may play those cards. So if we've plotted our slick shot, we have done this instant adventure and we've plotted a couple of good things on our turn. We can play those just wonderful. I've seen it cut in many prowess decks for slick shot. I wouldn't do it. I would actually probably cut. I'd probably cut. Ooh, I don't know. Before I'd cut one of those, I'd cut a Soulscar Mage, I'll tell you that. So, anyways, we have Abundant Harvest. Choose land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal card of the chosen type. So, this is wonderful. This is a land. It is a spell. It's a land. It's a spell for 1 green. So, we like that. So we have Lava Dart. This is an important removal spell. Lava Dart deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It has flashback. Go ahead and sacrifice a tapped mountain. Um, yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's going to just be a wonderful prowess trigger. That's going to wipe our opponent's little guys. That'll take care of a Ragavan as well. Who doesn't love it? And I love this artwork, I gotta say. Look at that. What else do we have here? Oh, and here we get into those lightning bolts, and we got some kind of crumb in there or something. Nope, that thing always fools me. That's like a star. I always think that's a crumb. Okay, so lightning bolt, of course, lightning bolt. Why should I even say anything? If you want to appreciate this artwork, I guess I should allow that for anybody that's not seen this already. We have a bear getting zapped. We have a bolt. And it's zapping, it looks like a rider. Yeah, a lone rider. And how did... Oh, I see. He took that path just to get zapped. That's so funny. That's very Dark Souls. All right, we have another lightning bolt here where it looks like a drake is getting zapped. And my favorite of all, the skeleton, man. I love this. Love the color scheme there. I don't know. Anyways, here's where things have changed a little bit. So we have mutagenic growth as always, but we don't have 4 of them. We have 1, 2, 3 of them. Just 3 mutagenic growths. So target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Can be paid with 2 life or 1 green. And we're most times playing that with the life just to swing in with that big swing. Manamorphose is another one I've seen cut in recent, and I say no. This is a wonderful free prowess card draw spell. So we of course have 1, 2, 3, 4 Manamorphose and the Bauble. Nice free bauble. Why wouldn't you want one of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this card, I believe it's going to see some play in these artifact decks that I think are going to come out of the new metagame. We have Underworld Breach. Now we're just running 2 of these in here. Where I've seen people run 3. It's a card I don't want 3 of in this deck. If this was like a Storm deck, I'd definitely run 4. But in this current deck, we're just running the 2 breaches. So each non-land card in the graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus 3 other cards exiled from the graveyard. And what's cool is Dr. C here can interact very interesting ways with Underworld Breach. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you surveil 1. And that just gets so wonderful with Underworld Breach because you're going to fill your graveyard like a little toolbox that by the time you get to Underworld Breach, you're going to be able to get just what you want out of there. Now let's go ahead and look at the mana base here. This is the slimmest mana base you'll ever see. We have Scalding Tarn, and like I say, the fetches I switch out through all my decks. But right now, in here we have a Scalding Tarn from Zendikar. We have 2 Modern Horizons, 2 Scalding Tarns. We have an Arid Mesa. Hi, Bubba. Got a dog coming in to say hello. We have a full art Arid Mesa. We have a foil retro etched Arid Mesa and another. This is a foil. Oh, that's an etched one too. All right, and we have this cool Wooded Foothills. Funny story. I was in Manistee, and this was sold to me as damaged. I'd consider it moderately played, but I was able to get this for like under 38 bucks. So I was pretty happy about that. 3 of those. So we're running the 9. 1, 2, 3 Wooded Foothills. 1, 2, 3 Arid Mesas. 1, 2, 3 Scalding Tarns. And then our fetchables, our edibles, our edibles, our fetchables, our Stomping Ground. And we'll take a look at that nice retro. The new frame looks really nice. Quite quite a Grecian landscape there. Got a stomping ground here. Similarly, it's like some beautiful, beautiful artwork there. Love it. I'd like to thank Nick for that card. We have a couple of Ravnicas. And here are these fun mountains that are so fetchably easy to find. And that is it. So 15 lands. Now let's look at that sideboard, okay, and explain it a little bit here. Boom. Let's see here. Giganta. All right. So first off, one thing I'd like to explain is I don't always use Giganta the Wellspring in here as my companion. Right now I've been. But if she's not in there, why do I always call Giganta she? Maybe it has horns, so it's an elk. Like, yeah. Okay, Giganta's a male. All right. So it just seems like it. A big elk, a big deer spirit. I don't know. Oh, hey, Bubba. Dog again. So Giganta, if this isn't in there, Mutagenic Growth is going to go in there, and we'll just put that in the main deck, and we'll pull something out of there and put it into here as we need it. But right now, for intents and purposes, Giganta is in the main deck. So, we have Giganta, an Unholy Heat. Does 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker, or it deals 6 damage instead, or are there 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard? Most of the time there will be, and this is a wonderful way to pop off on a Sheoldred. Definitely like to kill big things with this. And dealing 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker, that's even better. This is a wonderful way to smash a Karn. 2 of those, I would like to run 3. I should probably also note that running 3 of those, the reason I don't is that I just never found the 3rd one entering the main deck. Now here's a new addition to the deck, this Surgical Extraction. Choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land card. Search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card and exile them. Then that player shuffles. So we will put this in place, maybe 2 of these and 2 Mutagenic Growth, because we run 2 of these. This is a good card. I love it in my mono black scam for like basic land card. So that's a lot of things. Think about that for a second. So if somebody fetches up something, you can essentially exile their fetch land because it's a non-basic land. Similarly, if you're going up against any deck that you know and understand, you can use this to extract. I've even thought of running 3 in here. It's been so effective, in fact. All right, and then this piece of removal here, this sorcery, and if it was an instant, could you imagine? Could you imagine if this was an instant? Pick your poison. Each opponent sacks the arty. Each opponent sacks the enchantment. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. So you can choose these. It's a Murktide killer, am I right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Running 4 of those in the sideboard. Now, Blood Moon. Running 3 Blood Moon. And I've ran 1 Blood Moon and 2 Alpine Moons. When you need a Blood Moon, you need a Blood Moon, am I right? So we run 3 of them. We got this nice full art one and these 2 Modern Masters ones. This Modern Masters 3. And we run 1 of, right here, this is a new edition. I have a couple of these I bounce around. Chalice of the Void comes into play with X charge counters on it whenever a player plays a spell with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Chalice of the Void, counter that spell. So when we pull back on our free spells and we feel like our opponent is going to be trying to cheat things in, we will bring this in for 0. And it, as a 1 of, works very good. And then to go along with that, 2 Cursed Totems, which is going to shut down those activated abilities of creatures, which honestly in the modern metagame I feel is going to be pretty dang good. So there's that. That is the deck. That is how it's going to be. And besides this, I really don't see it changing. But who knows? Unless some mighty prowess thing emerges. But it's such a niche deck. Um, I doubt anything in Modern Horizons 3 will affect it much. It's kind of like, you know, the last couple sets had such exciting stuff for prowess. I don't really see how much better it can